want to officially welcome everyone to our call tonight. It's my absolute pleasure to be hosting again. And actually, I just was looking back in my emails, and it's been just over 1 year since I've hosted. So time really does fly by. So welcome, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. My name is Rebecca Robinson. I'm a Lifestyle Advisor Plus coming to you from Ottawa, Canada. And this is going to be an exciting call. It's been a bit of a roller coaster already. I thought Ramin was not going to be here right away, and now he is. So what I'm going to do, because we want to make the most of every single minute here, I just want to share a little bit about our CEO. I know that when I came to Opulence 16 years ago, and all through that time, the one thing that has always been the driving word to kind of reinforce my commitment is freedom. And this gentleman here has just continued to inspire me, to continue to reaffirm to me in so many different ways, with so many different incentives, with so much growth, with so much expansion, through a lot of ups and downs that probably we don't even know about in the background. Culminating now, we're moving into this magnificent, if I have Google searched it properly, we're going to a very magnificent property, and very excited to see what's happening. But freedom really has been the driving theme through all of the years that I've gotten to learn from this gentleman. So I'm going to, for all of the people on this call who maybe don't know who our CEO is, his name is not Sanaz Human SVP. His name is Ramin Mesgarlou. And this gentleman has built 4 multi-million-dollar MLM, that's multi-level marketing businesses, as a distributor. He has founded MLM's most advanced university, the Forensic Networker, which we are privileged right now to be attending for free every single week. He founded MLM's premier, most prestigious MLM company. That was us, Opulence Global, in 2005. He's been voted the world's top MLM compensation plan expert. He's been featured in Networking Times as a master networker. He has been featured on the cover of the American Business Journal with Warren Buffett, and on his own, he's been voted the world's #2 of all time MLMer in businessforhome.org. He's been nominated for Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award. He has been voted MLM's first inductee in the Hall of Fame with Paul Zane Pilzer and the like. His company ranked top momentum company in MLM during the pandemic. And if you're still not clear, that is our company, Opulence Global. And he's been voted top networker again by Business for Home as recently as 2020. So was he born with all these special talents? No, that's the answer. He says, we all start at the same place, but some of us decide not to stay there. We keep evolving. And that's really what this call is all about. That's what his mentorship has really been all about for me and so many others over the past almost 20 years now that this company has been in place. And so we also have our sidekick here, because I don't want to exclude Mr. Cam Avanistan, our brand new business development manager. And Cam was going to lead the ship with me for the first few minutes. And like I said, we just roll with whatever we get thrown. That's kind of the way it is here. And so welcome, Cam. I just want to pass the call over to both of you gentlemen. I'll be back in the background if you need me for anything. Otherwise, please take it away. We're very excited.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I thought actually, Ramin, I thought I'd start with a very nice question for us to start the call tonight. With the beautiful weather outside and the sun shining all day today, I think it would be a nice question to ask our attendees what kind of sunglasses they all have. So guys, start putting it on the chat. Let's see who's got which sunglasses. I personally have got the Fairy Tehran, and I love it. It's gorgeous. It's fantastic. It's chic. So let us know which Fairy or Posh brand you're carrying.
His, hers, both? How many colors?
I got the his. I got to bring her in to choose the hers.
Very good.
Oh,
Very
there we
good.
go. Oh, what? Rebecca representing.
Wireless.
Look at that.
So these are my favorite. I actually have 3 pairs. And I can't believe the durability. You know, for people who sometimes their objection is, oh, it's too expensive. Are you kidding me? I don't even know how old these are. They're probably, I don't want to tell you because you'll chastise me for not having a new pair. But these are my favorite pair. It took 3 pairs and I finally found the pair that I love the most, that fit me the most. However, I think this month with my Smart Buy, I will get a pair of Posh because that way I don't have to worry about them so much. When I'm walking the dog, you know, it gets a little bit rambunctious sometimes.
There
3
we
pairs.
go.
Who else has the fairy shields? I have to say, before FOL, these were my savior because when I have migraines, some of you will never know how many webinars I did on GoToWebinar for the South African team, sitting in a dark office with my shields on and giving the tour. So like these things are amazing.
Fantastic. Yeah, we're getting some nice feedback. We got Mavis, Maria, Sandra pouring it on with the beautiful ones they have. Sandra talking about the ones she sold. Fantastic, guys. This is the time of the year. This is the season to get excited about our fantastic sunglasses and our beautiful summer version jewelry that we have. That's gorgeous to wear when you have all this beautiful sun available for it to shine on.
All right, so 8 pairs. 8 pairs. Look at that. Wow. Insane. Love it. I love it. So it should be. All right, so 2 pairs. Good for you guys. I love that. Sandra, Mavis, love it. And I bet you there are people on this call that don't have a single pair. And you have to ask yourself, then what are you wearing? I know you're wearing something, right?
You have
What are you
to,
wearing?
of course.
Yeah, what are you wearing? And tonight we're going to talk about that because if you're wearing anything else other than Posh or Fairy, you have completely, abundantly wasted your. I don't care if you paid $10 for your sunglasses. You wasted it. Not only you're not Posh and no Fairy, right? You have wasted your money, and we're going to talk a lot about that. And you're going to see the money that you thought you saved actually is costing you a fortune. When you shop local malls versus Opulence Mall, you're not saving any money. It's costing you a fortune. So let me just go right to it. So I need to share a screen. Share screen. So before I get to that, I want to reiterate what we're doing this year. Well, we saw kind of last year, but now we have Cam, and it's easier to move things forward because we're the company is doing so many projects. It's insane, and because we got so busy, some things got missed, and see when we started first decade, some of you guys were here. I used to brag about we have the most trained workforce in the whole industry. I used to brag about that. We had a 25-year-old young lady in our company will literally, educationally on MLM, would crucify a 30-year-old veteran of MLM. That's how much we used to train it, and we had a fantastic training because we had the same training. Remember, who remembers we used to do like all-day boot camps, and we had lunch and everything else. It was a long day. It was the same thing all the time, once a month, and we had food, lunch and everything else. And those were the days that everybody knew exactly what they were doing. And then some people would log in long distance, some people would do it locally, and it was like an 8-hour boot camp. That's what we call a boot camp, right? It was designed to get your brain into shape. And along the way, we kind of get away from it, but we're getting back in there. We're going to reiterate on things important. Here's the reality. Jim Rohn says it. Half a dozen things makes 80% of the difference. That's it. Half a dozen things make 80% of the difference. So we're going to focus on the half a dozen things. In the forensic book, I wrote something different. I said, you don't need to know 4,000 things to do this wellness business. You just need to know half a dozen things and do it 4,000 times. And that's its repetition. And we're going to do that again tonight, because summer is here, and some of you lucky people, it's summer for you all the time. So we kind of get excited because we get 2 months, and we're going to brag about it because we got 2 months to brag. After that, there's nothing to brag about. But some of you lucky folks. But even more so for you, you got more time to brag about your brand. You got more time to be a billboard for your brand. You got more time for you got 12 months for people to ask you who you're wearing. Whose bag is that? What brand is that? That's what you get when you go head to toe. But you're going to get to know that if you don't know it already. But I'm going to give you some financial reasons. Financial reasons why you should never shop your local mall, if it's possible. If it's possible. And we got 30 plus use cases during the day. I don't know how many use cases there are. I suppose there's clothes in there, there's food. We're not in those areas yet. But, right? I think we cover most of your daily routine. So let me share a screen here. If Cam, you want to reiterate on that, you're welcome to do that.
Absolutely. Our focus, guys, we are blessed to have, from what I've learned in the past almost 4 months I've been here, we're blessed to have a fantastic sales force, an incredible supportive corporate office backing that sales force. All we are trying to collectively do together, guys, is get the focus back. Like, we need the focus back 100% by understanding everything that should be done that works. All we're going to keep focusing on is doing things the right way to help you maximize the opportunity. We feel guilty every time we don't send as clear a message as possible to help you understand how to maximize the opportunity. There are many of you that are just leaving a lot of money on the table, and it really hurts us to see that. All our focus is going to be continuously to repeat very, very important information about how you're going to experience the lifestyle that you deserve and that you want. Because we're really blessed to have a great team. We just want to make sure we've got your focus fully back on.
Okay, so let's look at the financial reasons why you should never, how long is never? Never is a long time. Shop your local mall as opposed to your Opulence Mall. Let's take a look at the numbers. All right, so it's all about cost transitioning. The very first level of cost transition means you stop buying the products from your outside the local mall that you can actually buy from your own Opulence Mall. I mean, you transition your cost that you have in the local mall, doesn't matter which country you're in, and you spend that money in your Opulence Mall. Cost transition. You move that cost over, because when you spend that money, even if it's less outside, that didn't help you run a business, didn't pay your bills. Every business has a monthly maintenance. You pay someone else's rent, someone else's staff. We don't have those stuff here, but you do want to take that money and put it towards your operating costs of your own Opulence Mall, which at the max is about $450. But let me give you why you should never. Because when you cost transition 50, which is the first level, what you get all of that is maintaining the volume, the cost transition, the CV, all the buy and sell of your organization. So it's not really maintenance, it's a hold, right? It's a hold. So whatever, because we didn't have this before. We didn't have this. So we just added because you guys asked for it. And this is the reason why we did this. It's not because of someone who's got a primary business center. No, there are people who have multiple centers because they bought for their kids years ago, You know, they have it maybe for grandma, for they want to retire their parents or whatever. And until that time comes, then they need to do 75 or 150 or whatever. So we give you a lower level because of accumulated CV for you to hold volume. So you don't have to do 75 or 150 at 50. So it saves money if you're not building, because if this is the position that many people have, you probably have it yourself. You don't, because you're not trying to qualify for commission in those extra centers. You're not trying to qualify for commission, so you don't need to spend 75 or 150. So this is new. It saves, because a lot of people pay 75. Now it actually saves you money. So what do you get when you do? If you only cost transitioning $50, you get to save the volume that you accumulated till today. All right. When you cost transition more, 75, what do you get? Well, you get the volume and you accumulate volume. We should, we just did this before this this call, so we'll update this properly. Plus, you get commissions. All you had to do with extra 25 cost transition, extra $25, and now you're commission qualified. Now, if you got volume in your team, and vast majority of you guys do, if you don't qualify to 75 versus 50, did it cost you money or did it save you money? Unless it is a reserved position that you're not going to qualify, you're not trying to qualify for commission, it's costing you money. At a fortune. And it's not the $75 as a fee. See, the problem with other companies is that they're selling a few products. And once you have those products, you don't need any more of those products. So then the basement is filling up with boxes that you don't need. That's not the case here. Here, you don't even have to buy the product. You don't have to choose which product. Not only we have 1,000 SKUs that you don't have, but you need to have, you can just get shopping credits. Let it accumulate towards that incredible piece, because there's 27 gifting occasions in Canada and 30 plus in most countries. And you can, instead of going to the local mall again for Christmas, for birthdays, for Valentine's, for anniversaries, for whatever season, you just accumulate the shopping credit. And during those 30 gifting occasions during the day, it saves you a fortune. I mean, what are you going to do for Mother's Day? Anniversaries, birthday, you're buying someone else's mall. So your cost transition $25 more, and boom, you get a 50% commission. Now, this is important, the 75, because it's very low. I know other companies are much higher, and people can actually, make money quickly. In some countries, they don't need a lot to replace their full-time income. $300 to $500 a month, $300 to $500. You can do it on retail side. You can actually replace your full-time income. We have employees in some of our countries that we're in, and we know what people earn. So this is a very quick way, Cam. BP is a very quick way for people to make money.
100% agreed with you. And this is very, very important, actually. Rico, I'm sure, is on the call as well. We had a great discussion about the importance of people understanding the value of BP. BP was introduced to help you guys have a vehicle for someone that's not in a position to start as an LA, and help them become active and earn the LA. The whole focus is we want to give them the opportunity to earn LA, because obviously everyone's excited about growth, but BP is designed to put you in an opportunity for growth as long as you understand that you come into the business, you're active. Some of you on this call that are fantastic at the business, that are in the regions of the world where we introduce the BP to give you support, where some of the income levels might be lower, you might be missing the value of the importance of starting people up with BP and not thinking in your head, I'm going to start them off as LA or nothing else. because you're missing a big portion of the market that can only come in as BP, and they feel demotivated to come in because you kind of, without realizing it, you made the position not seem exciting. It's a very exciting position for someone that is on a budget, that we're telling them you can still come in this business, have a solid work ethic, and build it up to an LA and get all the advantages. So please understand that value for those of you that are in the markets that really BP can help you explode faster.
So, unlike other companies where you get the same product whether you want it or not, because they have this thing called the auto ship. They don't have a smart buy system with shopping credits. They have an auto ship system where you get the same products over and over again. Of course, if you're selling it, it's okay. Here, the flexibility and the choice and the variety. You could be in this company for 19 years, like some of you have. You'll never own everything we make. That's a good position to be on the things that we all need. So, your cost transition 75, not only you maintain volume, you accumulate volume, right? Because every day your people buying and selling, and you get 50% commission on that volume. Your cost transition more to 150. By the way, these are Canadian dollars. Outside Opulence, everybody else is on USD. There's a 30% discount on its own. Doesn't matter what other company you go through, it's 150 US. Right? So not only you maintain volume, not only accumulate volume, now you get another 50% commissions. So now you're in full commission. 100% commission. And on top of that, you get an additional 10% discount on the product, which by itself is massive. I know you guys know that because you fight for it all the time. After the third month. Now you tell me, if you had 75 and not 150, and I know a lot of you guys on, I mean, very few are on ones. I get that. I know you guys are on 150 already. But I'll ask you a question anyways. The person who's on 75 versus the 150. Well, that means that they're just buying their products outside from the local mall. They're not buying from the Opulence Mall. They're not getting the 50 half the commissions, losing half the paycheck. They are not getting discount additional 10%, which by itself is massive. Are they saving money or is it costing a fortune? Just cost transitioning an extra cent. So take your shopping of your local mall, put it in Opulence Mall, and look what happens. You don't do that. You don't get the 10% smart buy discount. You don't get, you lose 50% of the commission when that happens. So are you saving money or is it costing you a fortune? So Cam, I guess what we want to do is that I know a lot of people come from other MLMs and they think because you got the MLM mindset. You didn't. So maybe you look at it from the outside view, right? The MLM mindset is, oh, I'm paying more. They call these things a fee sometimes. You know, the fee, there's no fees here. We don't charge. Fee is something you pay, get nothing for. So the fees, these are products you're buying, right? These are products you're buying. So this is not about you spending more money. Because guess what? Before Opulence, outside Opulence, you're spending it anyways. The question is, where are you going to spend it? The local mall with toxic products, Opulence Mall with the best products you can get, and pay. And on top of that, you get your rent paid through Opulence with your maintenance. You get to qualify commission more and get more discounts and so forth. From the outside view, why don't you share the way you would explain it, a non-MLM view of a difference between 75 and the 150 and why people should be not even considering the 75.
The most important thing for me from someone that's coming outside MLM to help everyone understand is because of the fact that your PV is all product, I don't see it as a fee whatsoever. To me, it's inventory. If I'm running a business and I want to grow my business, I want to make sure I have inventory to grow my business. And the fact that it's a very stable economy that inventory is in means it actually even has long-term potential of appreciation, meaning it goes up in value versus other markets. So it's, to me, it's just, I look at it right away as, how do I grow my business? I want to make sure I maximize my business. And I clearly understand that if I'm in business, I have a responsibility in my business to sell product. So I have to have inventory to sell. So it has to be a position of understanding from 75 to 150. I have to put myself in a position to get at the minimum 100% commission. Why would I want to make 50% commission? I simply go out and sell 2 FOL bottles a month. Even if I'm just selling FOL, there's my 150, right? And how many use cases do we have, right? Remember, guys, you are in the duplication business. And in the duplication business, if they're going to copy what you do, if you yourself are using 1 or 2 products, your duplication just got complicated. Now you need 5,000 people before you have meaningful income. But if you understand the power of our business model and you're duplicating and cost transitioning to all these fantastic array of daily products, fashion products, luxury products that we put time and effort to put available for you at the highest quality, now you duplicate that. Look at how fast you grow your business. We always love to show off against any other MLM company that one of our fantastic leaders, Renee, had $108,000 check, if I remember correctly, with only 7,000 people in his downline. That's unheard of in the business. That's because Renee was the master of duplication, of understanding the value of maximizing the product usage and then duplicating.
So again, looking at this, folks, first of all, 150, yes, I can say you can go sell that product, but frankly, you don't even have enough to use yourself. That's, you're spending far more than that in your local mall for the stuff that we already have. What's 150? As a matter of fact, I'm doing a pitch deck right now for designermall.io. I'm doing some research on how much money people are spending on personal care products, the supplements, all these things. It's shocking to me how much people are spending every single month on everything that we already have. The reason I'm doing research, because designermall.io is it's the same products. So you're already spending money anyways, except you get nothing for it. You're wasting your money. Because if you spend it here, you get a full business. You're going to get better products. You get commissions. You get the light at the end of the tunnel. How long have you been shopping your local mall? Did it give you opportunity? They don't even know your name, right? You got to be smart with your spending. Now, the next level is a 250. So your cost transition $100 more. Remember, how much money do you spend in gifts every year? And here, since we have shopping credit, it's not going to be sending you the same products over and over again like other companies. Here, you can actually get shopping credits, and you can spend it when you want, however you want, on whatever you want. 1,000 SKUs. We invite to a party. Every time we invite to a party, and Persians are bougie, you know that. They like the high-end stuff. Every time we go to a party, we bring a partial fairy. Every single time. And you know what we see? These are the people who have all the designers and Louis Vuittons, the Louboutiens, and all that stuff. Every time we go to a party, we see them wearing their fairy. If they have a piece, they're wearing it. So you have family that you're buying gifts for. You have no choice. We all buy it. That's where your 250 comes in. Not only that, in my household, most households, 250 is still just covering the safe home revolution. That's what it's doing. You're not even there to get to the fashion yet. So you get to hold volume, maintain accumulate volume. You get 100% commission. You get your 10% smart buy. You get 2 extra bonuses: commission boost and variance bonus. Let me tell you, and I want you to pay attention to this because it applies to you. I know This, what I'm about to tell you, applies to about 99% of people on this call right now. The variance bonus with LD1 and above is guaranteed. If you're on LD1 above and you're not on your 250, you lost money because there's zero qualification for variance bonus. How you get variance bonus is that as long as somebody launches an LAP somewhere in your organization, you get paid. It's not like the binary where you have to have both legs. Variance is free money. Just put in the chat, free money, literally. You didn't bring those people in. Somewhere in the organization, somebody brought an LAP somewhere in the world, and boom, it triggered a check for you just because you cost transition $100 more. Now, that's the LD1. Commission boost is for everybody. It's not even LD1. Sanas came to me earlier tonight, shocked me with something. She says, we have to place an order for Divine soon. I said, really? It just yesterday came out, this thing. So well, I thought yesterday, but you know, half of the inventory is already sold. Half. In the first week alone, 3,000 bottles were sold. First week alone, 3,000 bottles were sold. Okay, you know what that means? Everybody on this group, on this call right now, lost money if they were not on the 250. Because commission boost doesn't have any qualification. That means somebody bought a Divine within the 3 levels, and it's compressed. And you all have people in your downline who will have bought this. It's compressed. That means if there's people who didn't buy, they don't count. If you're at the 5th level, it still comes to you. So Cam and I, we sat down with Caesar. We said, okay, how many people, like we did this commission boost at first in the pre-sale. What was it? Over 100 and something people at
191 people lost out on just the first month. It's incredible. Like I can't say that enough. In 1 month, 191 people said, no, thank you. I don't want your free money.
Tell me how much money you saved not being on 250. It cost you a fortune. See, the latest bonuses I put on, there's no qualification to it. I did it on purpose to get you money. So now, all you had to do, cost transition. You know what's interesting about this? Some of the people who lost, they didn't lose it because they didn't want to order, just been paying attention. Because they've been here for 10 years plus, and they do that 150 automatically, and they make so much money in the binary. These are the people making money. They never thought that, oh, I'll get to it someday. Until we say, hey, did you know you lost X amount? What? Well, pay attention. Learn your comp plan. Understand your comp plan. So at 150, then again, I'm going to make this statement. Everybody on this call tonight, every single one of you, if you're LA and above, and if you have a team, you probably lost money on commission boost because most likely you just sold so much Divine, they bought a Divine to use, to try. You lost money on that. And if you're an LD1 and above, I can guarantee you, you lost money on variance because any LD1 LAP pops a check. So you lost 2 checks. So tell me how much money you saved not being on 250. It's costing you a fortune. Cam, you want to add to that?
Yeah, and this is what I talk about when I said earlier, and when Ramin and I are mentioning these things to you guys, I just want you to know it hurts us to see these things because these bonuses are put for money to go into your pocket, and you're just letting it skip to go to the next person or the next person because it's compressed. This is not money coming back to us. It's compressed. Someone's eventually going to get it. The question is, why not you? You're in business to grow, to make money. Why not understand the compensation plan and help yourself grow? Why not cost transition and take advantage of the great products we have? and build an inventory for yourself. Like, this is just all the important tools of building a business. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. That's why these calls are done regularly, to support you and to help you understand how to grow your business. Ramin and I are very patient people. We will say it over and over and over in many different ways that we can, in many exciting ways, because we believe in you. And we understand sometimes stubbornness get the better of people. And suddenly when it clicks, they go crazy about, I can't believe I didn't start sooner. We look forward to all of you on this call having that wow moment. And that's what we're trying to create. We're really trying to get you to get that aha moment. And when it clicks, you don't look back. Because the beauty of life is, especially in this kind of business, once it clicks, you're not going back, because you suddenly said, never again am I losing out on that money.
But look, it's a matter of pride too. Financial aside, health aside, you should do it for your health. You should do it for money. Put those two things aside. It's a matter of pride. I support my company. I support my upline. I support my products. I'm proud to stand up for something. I got something no one else has. I can promote something that no one else has. It's a matter of pride. Also, we should talk more about that. That you can proudly say some of the best products in the world, if not the best, you represent. It's a matter of pride. Now, I think by now you see, and I want you to test everything I told you tonight. I want you to go to your downline. There's tools in your back office that you can check how many LAPs was in your team last month. Both teams, small and large. Even if there was one, you lost money. And you need to find out how many Divine was purchased in your entire organization. And even if there was one, there's more. You lost money.
And make sure you're not missing out on having your own Divine, guys. Thanks, Ramin. You had yours. It reminded me to have mine. So make sure you're having 3 a day, guys, right when you're eating with food. You got to have them.
I don't even have mine with food, but I mean, some people need to do it. That's fine. I take 3 at a time sometimes. Let me tell you something about an off topic. Everyone is telling me, Ramin, you look so much younger. Who have not seen me, and they especially make comments about my hair. Somebody thought I went and got my hair done, like a hair transplant, and I've never had a hair transplant. So I think, I don't know. My hair is there's a definite difference in my hair and my skin, and I think it has to do with this, because I've been researching the ingredients in Divine, and I've been telling you it's most insane ingredients in here. What I find with glutathione and also the grape extract, not only they have its unbelievable antioxidant properties of their own, but together they promote the power and the strength of other antioxidants. And so, in other words, when you take this, works better. Your shampoos work better. So they promote other benefits of the things you eat as well as use. So, because Divine is not a hair product, but I see every time I start using it, it's foreigning you. Very quickly, I saw a difference in my skin, my face, my hair. And a lot of people tell me that, Ramin, you look a lot younger. So, again, while other companies struggle to come up with a use case for their one product that they have, I mean, we're blessed. We are so blessed everywhere we turn. If you got your products all over your house, everywhere you turn, you see goodness. Every day you make yourself, you're returning the clock backwards for using good products. The SLS that's in your shampoos that you use, body wash, it's incredible how toxic that ingredient is that you put in your skin, which is the largest organ in your body. But let's stay on topic. So if your cost transaction $100 more than 150, you will have got commission boost last month and variance bonus. Remember, there's only 2 ways to join this business. BP and LA. That's it. There's only 2 ways. LA has the premium package, which is LAPs, and you guys know vast majority will take that. I mean, we barely take LA anymore because people see there's an extra $1,000 worth of products there, and they want to also, as you have to be an LAP to actually get variance. So people say they see that, they say, okay, then extra $600, I get extra $1,000 in product, plus I get variance. So extra $100 cost transition. It wasn't a fee. It's not you paying anything. It's you stop buying an extra $100 outside when the gifting occasion comes. When the next, time you have to buy a gift, instead of going to a mall, you go to Opulence because you accumulate shopping credit over time. That got you variance, got you commission boost, got you all of this, right? And now you use that accumulated shopping credit to buy the gift, and you didn't miss a penny of the comp plan. But it gets even better. So now you do PV 450. So it just makes sense, right? Your cost transition 50 to 75 gets you more, 150 gets you more, 250 gets you more, 450 gets you more. Again, the 450, I have to reiterate over and over again. You're already buying the stuff anyways. You were doing it 30 years before you knew Opulence existed. We just come on and say, stop buying it from your local mall. They don't even know your name. You buy from your own mall, get all these benefits. So not only you hold volume, you maintain, you accumulate volume, not only you get full commission, not only you get your 10% smart buy discount. When was the last time you went to your store and said, hey, you've been buying a lot, so here's an extra 10% discount? Well, here we get it every month. Once you got a smart buy, here you get it every month. You don't have to ask for it. The software even recognizes you. Now you get commission boost, variance bonus. The work you didn't do yourself. Other people did that work. People bought products and launched people. Now guess what happens? Now you get MGRS qualified. Because at 450, that's what you need, and you need some BQV. By the way, some cool stuff coming out. We're adamant about simplifying this business. We have some good news coming out about BQV and NRS. I'll stay focused here, but we're gonna make this business as simple as 2 + 2 = 4. This is where we're going. We spent all day yesterday in the boardroom where I want to make this so simple. That's why I did this chart. And it's pretty easy to see why you should not go to your local mall and buy here. Your Opulence one. It's pretty easy. One glance, it's pretty easy to see why. You should not be visiting your local mall this week to buy your shampoos and toothpaste and the skincare, or getting your creams or hand creams, whatever. It's pretty 30+ use cases. And some of these use cases you accumulate towards because you're going to be buying gifts at some point. You're going to need shoes and bags at some point. You don't need it now maybe, but you're going to need it. So we give you that flexible shopping cart option to accumulate like a layaway plan towards it, which no one else does. Stores don't give you layaway plans. We allow you to do with designer bags. Try that with Louis Vuitton. Oh, can I go and drop $150 a month? Guys, understand your company. So now I'm GRS, right? You do a 450. That's your personal qualification. Some BQV. What's BQV? It's bonus qualified volume. It's what you buy, what you sell, what you recruit, launch, and what you operate. Launch in LA, whatever, or upgrade BP to an LA. That's BQV. So now you got MGRS qualified. Even at now, because everyone's qualified now. It got so simple now, MGRS. Last month, we had over 250% more qualifiers. Last month than the previous month. Because we made it simple. And we're going to keep on making it simple. We want all of you guys getting a trigger check. We want you to be dizzy that every time you turn around, you trigger a check. And that's pretty much what's happening right now with simplifying things. And on top of that, we are the only company on the planet that gives you 3 centers below each other. So you get 3 immediately that you build below them. And so these 2 and 3 now can accumulate volume, benefit from the work you're doing for BC1. No other company does that. Every other company get 1 center. When you cap it, they give it 1 on the bottom of the binary, but it has no people there. What do? We give it 3 centers, then we tell you build below them. So when this caps, these 2 already have massive organizations below them. And with the 450, you accumulate volume. So you're double dipping on the volume that you create, and you're triple dipping on the volume that you create. Who allows you to double dip and triple dip? So tell me, shopping in a local mall, because I hear this sometime, and honestly, I don't know how people say this, because if you say you're interested in health, you already know the stuff outside is toxic anyways. How do you say, well, yeah, but they're less expensive, Opulence products more expensive? Okay, so your health is worth less. Like, I don't understand what does that even mean, because we got one life to live. Vast majority of people out there, they don't have the options that you have in Opulence. They buy what's available to them, and they don't have a choice. Here, you got full access at wholesale and all these discounts, plus buying that gets you all these bonuses, which, by the way, for people who are qualifying for bonuses here, your Opulence A-grade top of the line products costing you far less than your toxic local mall products, because how much money have you left on the table not buying it? So when you take the commissions that you would have made, that would have paid for partial or maybe all of your entire 450. If you're not there yet, you will be there. So team, understand your comp plan, learn your comp plan. So when you shop outside mall, you're not saving any money. It's costing you a fortune. And I did this so you could clearly see it in front of your eyes, that you need to reorganize your shopping. Another thing you get here, you get to buy in bulk. You can buy family pack. You can get the family pack off the shampoos. And when you do that, you get free stuff. Now you get a 10% smart buy. It's like Costco shopping. You can order it in bulk and get free stuff. If you're outside Canada, you're shopping tax-free. How much does that save you over the time of the year? If you're outside Canada, Africa, whatever, if you shop tax-free for the entire year, how much is that saving you? How about this? What if you're like Lebanon, or what if you're like Argentina? What if you're like Egypt or Israel, where they're collapsing currencies? 40, 30% a month or the week sometimes. In over a year, Nigeria, 80% currency collapse. Every country, by the way, is collapsing, even Canada now. Even Canada now it's collapsing. But you know what's not collapsing? Opulence currencies, they're not collapsing. So if you kept buying your shopping credit over, so even you have PV450, and say you spent 250 to use for yourself, or 300, whatever that number is, and you kept the rest of it and let it accumulate, not only you use it in your shopping for your gifting, but let's assume later on you want to shop our products again. Our products don't change pricing like your local store prices do. Our currencies are not collapsing. The shopping credit, Opulence currency, it's not collapsing like the Canadian dollar, or worse, other euro, right? It's not collapsing. So I don't know there's so many benefits here. It's hard to package it. So we have to train it in a training like this. You have a lot going on here. There's a lot of goodness going on here. And Cam, from the outside point of view, who's new here, why don't you explain what I've tried to do the last 30 minutes?
Coming from the sales world that I came in, where I was able to create 8 millionaires in our energy business in sales, the most important thing I focused on with the people that I worked with is to understand the importance of what I learned personally from Tony Robbins, that how comfortable are you with being uncomfortable? Now, everyone builds a comfort zone. You all know exactly what that comfort zone is. Why is Ramin where he is? Why did I get to where I got to? I learned to understand the importance of pushing myself out of that comfort zone. Some of you have gotten to that 150 level and you're comfortable. The thought of going to 250, the thought of going to 450, it's not that it doesn't make sense to you. Everything in your head, everything we tell you, you agree with, but your fear of being uncomfortable is getting the better of you. You need to fight that, because that's a battle that you need to overcome, and you need to change. You need to have a paradigm shift and see the vision of the people that are at the 450 and more, and why it is that those are the people that are having the most success in our business. Because if you can get comfortable with being uncomfortable, which means your cost goes up, you buy more product, you do more business, it automatically creates momentum for you. One thing I can tell you, Ramin and I have been in business long enough to know we can't want something for someone more than they wanted themselves. All we can do is keep giving you the path and keep getting you excited about it. But it's on you to take that step. It's on you to stop making it a big deal for yourself in your head that this 450 is a fee. It's all product. It's all inventory for you. It's all to help grow your business, help you maximize the opportunity, help you go back on our site and look at that watch or that purse that you were looking at before, that you were thinking, oh, I don't know if I can afford that. Well, with 450, you can afford it very fast after a few accumulations. We have so many beautiful products to help you along with building your business. Ramin, how many times did you give me stories about guys literally selling their watches that was right on their hand?
Those stories are
Right?
coming again. Those stories are coming
When
again.
you're wearing it, exactly. When you're wearing it, it's so easy to do business. Renee is
I
on
think
here. He
Sandra
can
is on the
tell you. He's done
call.
it multiple times.
I think Sandra's on the call, and she sold. Was it a watch or her sunglasses? Sandra's on the call. I think she said she sold it, but she was vacationing somewhere.
Right? I'm sure Reza's done it multiple times. And again, guys, this is to help you understand from a guy from outside your business model that did the exact same thing with other people that I had the pleasure of working with. The people that I work with that became millionaires, I promise you, they had no more talent than the people I've had the pleasure of getting to know that are on this call right now making amazing comments. You got to stick with it. You got to raise your mindset. You got to raise your bar. You got to get out of that comfort zone. Be the best version of yourself. And we are there to fully support you. Is there one person on this call that can honestly say Ramin hasn't been there for you every step of the way? I promise you the same commitment from me. For those of you that have been working with me, getting to know me, you've seen I say it, I mean it, I do it. We are here to collectively help you build. Let's get you MGRS qualified. Let's get you car qualified. Let's raise the bar. Like, let's get you everything qualified. That's what this business is about. You deserve the fun. You just got to believe in yourself, and you got to get out of that comfort zone. Like, that's the key thing I have to say. Get out of that comfort zone.
So good. The car thing is an interesting thing, Cam. We talked a lot about that yesterday. There's a shock coming to the car club. Shock coming to car club. Won't get into it, but you know, when we say something, we do it. I know we do it. So there's a shock coming to car club because we're making. For me, it's all about the part of the 30 plus use cases. Is you're gonna need to go on vacation anyway, so how do we accomplish that through your business? You need a car to drive anyways, so how do we accomplish that, right? These are all 30 plus use cases. Sandra says, yeah, I sold my single pair sunglasses. Now here's a question. when you dress nicely, doesn't matter what brand you wear, people question it. Hey, who you wearing, right? Nice sunglasses, bag, shoes. Now, in this case, Sandra was wearing the Singapore sunglasses. You know, if she was wearing a Gucci, maybe she would have still got the same. Hey, nice Gucci. Hey, where'd you get it? And Sandra would say, hey, go to Gucci and buy that sunglasses. And the person maybe would do that. And, you know, get the sunglasses. Sandra, how much money would Sandra make on that recommendation? Zero. But when you wear your fairy, so when she was wearing her fairy, somebody, hey, some nice sunglasses. I said, fairy, I want, where'd you get it? Here it is. How much money does she make? 59%. Because she buys it at a Smart Buy discount. She used it and she sold it instantly with a 59% profit. Now tell me, you're not wearing your fairy and posh fashion. Tell me how much money that's saving you. It's costing you a fortune. And we've made it so easy. We give you a shopping credit system, the revolutionary whole industry. Nobody has that. Nobody. For you to work towards the items that you actually want. Know your business. Know its benefits. So, with that, I thought Renee's on, and maybe Reza's on, and maybe Sandra wants to share her story, and let's get some people on. A fearless hostess. Hey, hostess, you got a nice Cadillac. You were telling me about that with your business.
I do have a beautiful Cadillac, but it's definitely overdue time to have you pay for it.
Everything in opulence, right?
Well, and perhaps what I'll be looking at is a convertible that you pay for, so I can have a summer car and a winter car.
For the official
Miriam
record,
said
that's
all
Sanaz,
four
that's
of my
Sanaz that's
sunglasses.
going to pay for it. The name says Sanaz paying for it for the official record.
And Miriam Adams says, I sold 4 of my sunglasses when I travel. You know what? She could be wearing a Louis Vuitton and sold 4 Louis Vuittons. How much money did she make? See, when you dress nice, people will always compliment you. And when it's your own brand, that's what we used to say, get paid to wear. Remember that tagline? Get paid to wear. All right, who wants to share? Renee, go. LD4.
There we
Hello,
go.
hello. Good evening, Ramin and Port Cambys. Good evening.
Hello, Renee.
Hello, hello
Hey,
again.
brother.
Thank you so much.
No, I
Oh,
said,
say
hey,
hello.
brother,
Go
it's
ahead.
Cam.
Oh, okay, hey, again. No, again, thank you so much for such a powerful training tonight. I just want to share a few stories. That today, of course, I also had someone come in to repair my actual dryer for my laundry machine, and of course, we got talking, and he left, of course, with a bottle of Fountain of Life and a toothpaste, in fact. And it's just amazing because everywhere I go, I'm always talking to people, and even actually at the boot camp last Saturday, with an amazing boot camp. Of course, Cam was there as well too. And we actually went over the 30 use cases as part of that training, as part of the closing tool document. And literally right after that training was done, we had a few guests that came to the actual tour. And actually, I was actually helping one of the people that small world actually knew Cam. And actually, he had 4 sisters, and somehow Cammy's knew his 4 sisters. I know Cammy's, you're already married and you have children, but I'm just kidding. I guess it's a very small world. But anyhow, after that actual training, I actually had sat down with him and I just started talking about, like all the money he would have spent on buying toothpaste and his shampoos and his skincare and his lotions, and his sprays and his anti-aging skin cream, and of course, right away, the moment he launched, immediately he redeemed, pretty much one of everything from the company. And so, again, if you're not talking about all of the possible use cases that people can go through, you are really not explaining the full potential. And we really have to get away from being this one product company, because we're not. And if you are still promoting this one product, you're actually missing out on so many additional sales you could have been getting. The other week, actually, I was golfing with a buddy of mine, and I had got to him actually, he wanted to try the FOL, but right afterwards, he had told me that his wife was actually looking for some hair products because she's going through menopause. And I had explained how, we have the best shampoo in the world, and when I explain these things, there's 100% conviction and confidence. And I think that sometimes you have to have that same conviction and confidence when you're talking about all of your products, because people will make that purchase if they can see that, because they're going to borrow their confidence from you. And so, again, for me right away, actually, you might have met him before. It's actually Eric, one of Ramin's friend, Ramin, Eric, one of his best friends. And so, yeah, so, I'm meeting with him sometime next week for another golf round, and actually bringing him a shampoo and, of course, conditioner, and some more, of course, Fountain of Life and Bottle of Divine. So, really, we have so much in this company. And you need to be talking about it every single day. Today, actually, every time I approach someone, they ask me, what do I do? If I mention to them that I am actually in the fashion, health and beauty, and personal care business, the only response I ever get is wow. That's the default response, is wow. And so that opens the door for so many things you can be doing and talking about. But again, in short, I'm just so blessed that we have all these amazing products. I know we're adding collagen to the line soon, and so I mean, it's just there's so much to do. But again, like a fantastic training tonight. I do hope that everyone takes to heart the fact that by not having a higher PV level, you're just selling yourself short. It's like it's checks being left uncashed, and that's the worst feeling ever. So thank you so much, Ramin and Cambies. Of course, amazing host Rebecca. Back to you guys. Thank you.
You know
Thank you.
what? Thank you, Renee. It's more than that, actually. You're right. You have to sell everything because there's customers for everything. Well, we're a very strong company when it comes to using the products, and we got a lot of users. Just people in your organization using the product. And if you're not on your 250 and 450, you're losing. Because, like I said, we're almost more than 50% now sold in Divine. These orders went to your downline. And if you were not on your 250, you lost your commission boost.
It's
not even about selling, it's about usership in your team. Go ahead.
I just want to say, it's a real pity because we want everyone on this call to be collecting these free paychecks, right? And again, it's just sad that if you're not collecting it, then eventually, I might get a bit more, and I don't want that money. I want my team to make that money, right? But in the meantime, if you decide not to want your money, I'll happily pocket it into my pocket and have a few more golf rounds. But I hope that inspires you to make sure it stays into your pocket and not my pocket.
Very good. We have LD4 Reza on the call.
Hello, everybody. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Awesome.
Yes,
awesome.
we can. Go ahead.
I'm in out of office still. We still have some guests here. We been on the call the whole time. Been also trying to attend to the guests and so on. I can attest to that. A lot of people are leaving a lot of money on the table, and they're not looking at things the right way. The right way of looking at it is we are in this business to sell at least some products. Use our own products. If you truly, honestly have used your own products, and then it's almost impossible to go back to over-the-counter products out there. It's impossible. If you had truly used your Fountain of Life, it's impossible for you to stop using it. There's times that I do forget it, or I do run out, especially on my trips. I dread it. Guess what I do? I buy it from locals. I buy it, and some of them joke about retail. You're paying full retail. You shouldn't be running out, right? So this is something that you are not doing yourself justice, and more importantly, your mindset and your team by shortcutting things. You definitely want to make sure to look at it at the highest level of $450, roughly give or take 4 bottles of Fountain of Life per month. Retails about $400. Couple of toothpaste in there's $450 at retail. There goes your $450. Now you qualify for absolutely everything. You qualified, like you done your $450. You have made probably new contacts, new customers. It's been on your mind. It got you to do more because you're doing it. And now you got your own free. Let's call it your own products for free. And now you're getting your MGRS, and now you're getting all the extras. It is a matter of the way you look at it and the mindset. If you're someone that just doesn't want to do anything at all, just pay your 150 every month, and oh, it's a fee, then you have the wrong mindset. Absolute, complete wrong mindset. Anybody and everybody, I believe, are capable of doing the 450, transitioning, and I tell you, more and more people every single day that we talk to are doing just that, including today, right now, as we speak. So yes, guys, understand what that means, what it'll do to your mind, what it'll do to your business, and how it gets you actually moving. So that's all I can say. Awesome products, and get on with it, guys. Back to you. Thank you.
You know, another thing, the commission boost, like when collagen comes out, it's also gonna be a commission boost. So there are people gonna start using that. You're gonna miss on that too. Like, you're not saving money, guys. You're not. It's gonna cost you a fortune forever. So cost transition now. Get yourself 250 and 450, and then that's your new life. Somebody said the other day, you know, I do grocery shopping, and that's not extra cost. It's something the household has to do. You know, we buy stuff. It's not extra cost. It's like utility. It's so 450. It's utility. It's not extra fee. It's something you have to do anyways. If you're not doing it here, the 30 plus use cases, you still got the 30 plus use cases. You're just doing it with another product, and you may be cheaper those products, but it's not saving any money because it's costing you a fortune, not shopping your own mall. So hence, we have a concept: shop your mall.
And
Yeah,
also,
close the call.
I want to one more thing, which I'm quite surprised, is how long that sterling cream lasts. Can we make it a little bit smaller? Because one tube of it lasts a very long time. I'm
It's
telling
true.
you, great stuff, but it lasts so long.
I feel you're not using it enough.
No, he's right. He's right. And notice all the Opulence people got white teeth. I love it.
Actually, you know what I was thinking? I don't know if you all see me flashing you here with all my fairy.
Oh, the bling bling.
The bling bling. So here's what's something we need to consider, right? No, 450, like that doesn't go anywhere these days. This ring is probably 15 years old. It looks brand new.
Wow! Love
Wow.
it.
This
Go close. Let's see it.
This is,
It looks like it's brand new. Look at that.
yeah.
Love it. 15 years use case. 15-year use case.
So this is 15 years old. This is original fairy. So it's the 925. The first place I ever saw this was on Sherry Zhao, on her hand, and I decided I have to have that ring.
So is that Sherry's house ring?
No, it's mine.
So here's the reality,
It's mine.
Rebecca. Here's the reality. If Opulence didn't have fashion, you would still be wearing a watch, jewelry, optical. You still have a bag. You still have shoes. You still have everything that you would have bought from someone else's mall.
And we have quality. So in actual fact, what drew me to this company in the beginning, when we had none of this, literally we had none of this. We had jewelry that was slightly above what you would see in the stores in the mall. But what I got from you, from your vision, even way back then, was what you get what you pay for. And I always loved quality. And I could see that the vision where you were headed was like better than everything. And if you look at other designer brands, really look at them. Look at the LV purses, look at the Coach bags, the watches. None of them are the quality and workmanship that we have in every one of our pieces, every single one. I have a tungsten timepiece that has the original fairy logo on it. That's vintage now. Like, these are, when we say that we're getting pieces that are for future generations, it's not an exaggeration. My posh, my fairy, they all interchange. You don't know which is which. I have a fairy cocktail ring that the first time I saw it was on Sanaz's hand, and we were convinced it was Fairy Mosh. And she just had that kind of knowing smirk on her face, and she just said, "It's fairy." Like, the workmanship and the quality of the products that we have are really lifetime pieces if you take care of them. And, you know, the big takeaway for me tonight, I'm sure for many people in here, is that this 450 really is an investment in our inventory for our business. So as a full-time job, I work in commercial property management. All my tenants are business owners, and every single business owner has inventory. And I can tell you, there are people who pay $30,000 or more just in rent, never mind their inventory. It's a part of business. And I love the way we're getting back to the basics here and focusing on the fact that this isn't just some MLM thing. This isn't a social club. This isn't, you know, we have an amazing, unique culture, but we have a business and a solution for so many people that just outshines literally any other opportunity out there. On every different level, we are opulent. We are the best of the best. And I'm really, really excited about the direction of the training and getting back to the basics, because for me, it's really messed up my mind tonight, Ramin. Thank you. I know you love doing that to all of us. I really, truly feel like I cannot afford to not be on the 450 a month. Like, this just is not an option. So, you know, once we get logged off here, I'm going to get in my back office and tick the box and make sure that it's just on autopilot, because really what Reza was saying, 4 bottles of FOL a month. And for people who don't regularly sell them, maybe 4 seems like a lot, but break it down. 1 bottle of FOL and 1 tube of toothpaste a week gets you that 450 and then some. So, you know, sometimes you have to take it in, put it into bite-sized pieces and make it, you know, believable for yourself, even if the rest of the world, you know, thinks that way already. We have to do sometimes what it takes to get us to level up in our minds and to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be uncomfortable. You know, I'm not saying I must be at 450 and that's an easy peasy thing for me. That's actually putting me out of my comfort zone, but I feel like I must do it if I want to become who I am meant to be, if I'm going to be the leader that I know I want to be, if I'm going to get to Royal Lifestyle Director before Ifra and Sherry. You know, these are the things that go on in my head. You know, it's a little bit of competition there that really it's for me. But, you know, look at the point of reference. Who has what you already want, and how quickly do you want to get past them so that they're going to flip it and then they're going to have to chase you? I know that that's the way Reza works. I've spent enough time with him. You need a little bit of healthy competition sometimes. And we have this amazing group of people. We've got a full house tonight. We can all pick accountability partners and do this for each other, right? But
Sherry's rooting you on. Sherry's rooting you on all the way. You got Sherry your support.
So thank you, everyone, for your time tonight. Thank you for the extra time that you have given us. Amazing CEO with a heart of gold. You just keep pouring into us, and it's just so inspiring. We can't thank you enough. Cam, thank you for joining us as well, leading the charge. We're very excited about this as well.
Thank you for having me.
Forensic, everybody. Cam, good to have you on the call, and it's nice to you know, have someone to throw stuff at each other at, and it's fantastic. Good call today, guys. Let's go.
Amazing.